Hey guys, this is Tough Teen Talk, sponsored by Why Aren't You Smiling Inc. I'm Janaya.
And I'm Bree. And today we're going to be talking about
Teen relationships.
Okay, so Janaya, what is your outlook on teen relationships?
Don't be in them. And not saying don't be in them, but it's just like you already have so much going on as a teen and so many emotions and stuff. So being in a relationship and doubling those emotions and experiences of somebody else's, it's a lot. So I just say just don't be in them. But it's fun. Like they always
not.
like, yes, it is. Like in the movies, like teen little relationships, you want to go on little dates and hang out, go to each other's house. That's fun. It can be a lot if you take it too seriously.
Until you fall in love. Until they do you dirty.
What? Are you in love, Bria?
I'm hurt.
Girl, but I'm mad. Girl, what just hurt? Okay. Nah, I was hurt for a little bit. I can't be hurt for too long. But that's just what comes with being in a relationship, especially at our age. It's just some people you're just not mature enough for it. So being in a relationship, it can lead to a lot of hurt.
Not in this generation.
No, because everybody just wants
Everybody
to
just
cheat and can't communicate.
Can't nothing.
And I can't blame you because at home ain't a good look either.
But it's just like, no.
You want a little more effort. Yeah. But like, I feel like it's just about how you see it or like what you see. Like relationships are defined by the idea that you put on it. And I feel like whether it's what you have at home or what you see on social media, it's kind of like, which one do you choose? Because like at home, I have a stable, like my dad's with my stepmom. It's a stable relationship. And then the internet be like putting the emphasis on like the rappers and their girlfriends and stuff. And that's not cute. So I don't want to focus on that. But if I look at my parents, like they have a good relationship. And that's like the relationship that I mimic. But sometimes mimicking that relationship makes me take things way too seriously. So that's why I said like relationships may be too much at our age because you take it so seriously.
I feel like this generation or like the generation now tries to normalize a whole bunch of things that like shouldn't be normalized. No. It's not okay to go cheat on your significant other or anything like that. It's just no.
But it's not even just like when it comes to like romantic relationships, like friendships wise, like because of like my parents and stuff. Because my dad has had his group of friends since like high school, like they've all been super close. But me, I feel like I don't really have no like significant group that I've met yet that's just gonna be my forever friends. Because now it's like with friendships, now people are really weird, especially girls. Girls are really weird. They try to embarrass you. They'll be like funny and like mean and like sneaky, and I don't have time for that. So that makes me feel like when my relationships with my friends, I'd be like kind of iffy. Like I don't really take too much. Or like if you do something that I feel like is kind of weird, I'm gonna tally that. Like tally it until you strike out.
True.
That's it.
That's true.
Until you
I
gotta
feel
go.
like me as a person, I definitely like used to like if somebody did something wrong to me, I'll definitely forgive them like so fast, immediately. But like since it's like school year or whatever, I've been cutting people off.
No, because
so quick. Like you're done. I just stopped talking to them. Like you don't need to be around me at all.
It's because we're getting to the point where like this is like when life gets serious towards the end of high school. And it's just like you can't deal with relationships and stuff that might be like too much. Like I don't feel like I should have to take anything from anybody because why? What are you bringing to the table?
Nothing.
Like, yeah, we can keep a conversation. You don't pay my rent. Like, you're not making sure there's food on the table. Like, you're not doing nothing for me that my parents aren't doing. So why would I take all the stuff that you do? You're not finna cuss at me and you because you want to talk to 15 girls and now you think I'm supposed to stay. No. Bye. Not anymore. Freshman year, I learned my worth. Sorry, guys.
That's great. I love that for you.
Thank you. I used to be down bad, but I won't take that no more. And I feel like it was, for me personally, I've had a big jump a big jump in the relationships now. Like freshman year, I was just like, whatever, I'm gonna just be with whoever, deal with whatever. Like it's just fun, Now it's just like, no, I'm not taking nothing. I'm not taking nothing at all. I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to talk. I don't want to text. I don't want to call. Leave me alone. Nothing. Leave me alone. Y'all ruined it. It's a mess. But I feel like oftentimes, like I said, with social media too, that messes up relationships. Like a lot of, like the idea of relationships. Because people will see stuff like, oh, you see that their relationship is so cute. They're going out and they're doing stuff. Or they can go over their partner's house, but maybe your parents don't let you, so that makes you feel some type of way. But you don't actually know what's going on in their teen relationship. So it's just like certain stuff like that. I feel like social media just throws it off. or like relationships. People think relationships have to be like super overly like sexualized now because
like,
they
no,
are
they
on
are.
social media and stuff like that. And maybe like with your parents and stuff, you see the relationship like overly sexualized, but it's just like it doesn't have to be like that at all. We can just have a calm relationship because at the end of the day, we're like 3. I'm like 2 years old. I don't have no real like responsibility yet. So what am I taking this seriously for?
That's true. And back on like the social media thing, like you said, it could like determine like break or make your relationships. That goes for like friends too, friends wise, not just like a romantic relationship, like friends wise too, because there's a lot of fake people out there. A lot of fake people out there, a lot of weird people, not even just fake but like weird. I just feel like some people, like especially our age, just don't know respect and like boundaries and stuff like that. So it's just like and they try to play certain stuff off as joking and playing.
Yeah, you really have to
That's
watch.
Where you're cut.
You have to watch when you get close to people, whether it's friendship or romantic. You have to watch the stuff that they might think is a joke, because certain stuff is not funny, especially now with all the stuff that's happening now. But I was gonna ask you, Bria, what do you think makes a healthy relationship? Even whether it's with your friends or romantics or even with your parents, like what, like maybe like certain key things make a healthy relationship to you?
I'd say like communication, one.
That's a big one.
That's a big one. And being able to like trust the person. Like if I can't trust you as a friend, if I know I cannot come to you and tell you certain stuff about my personal life or like something personal, then I don't think we should be friends. I don't think I should be talking to you. You shouldn't be in my life at all, because that's just a big thing. Like trust is a big thing to me, I feel like. So like if I can't trust you, if I feel like I can't trust you, I feel like you're sneaky, then
Stuff like that,
you can't be around me.
But I feel like you said, communication is probably the biggest thing. I think it's because certain people don't know how to communicate with all their relationships. Like, like okay, you're a dude. Okay, let's say you're my boyfriend. You can't communicate with me because you don't know how to communicate at home, or you don't know how to communicate with your friends. You don't have those relationships that have set up the foundation of communication for you to try to communicate with me. And it's like, I can't get mad at you because you're just not able to communicate. You have no one that really has shown you how to communicate. But I feel like my parents, like, they've shown me, like, okay, let's communicate. This is how we're going to talk. This is how you should have a conversation. Be mature about it. Don't, like, drag or anything like that. But I think oftentimes I feel like everybody should be able to communicate with me. And I think that could be a big problem in some of the relationships I hold with friends and other people, because it's like, I want you to be able to communicate, but I'm just doing what I was taught. I don't know if you were taught to communicate a certain way, or the way your parents have talked to you, if that's making you able to be able to communicate with other people.
And that is true. You can't like get mad at how they were raised or like what they know, what they were taught.
Because it's all different.
But it's different if they do know. If they out there doing stuff with other people, but they come to you and act like they don't know how to act. Oh, it's over, y'all. It's over.
Do you even think that we should be in teen relationships at our age? And do you say that from experience, or just because, like, or is that just like, no, you just shouldn't?
On a real, I feel like it is good. Like, it depends. Like, yes, I think people should, like, try and all that. But, like, I'm not saying, like, get into one and, like, be serious about it. Because I've been seeing, like, I would see people on, like, Instagram or TikTok or, like, hear about my mom or dad's friends. They're, like, they've been together since high school. They're high school sweethearts. I'm like, oh, I want that. But then again, if that's not for you, it's just not for you. Don't force it, you know?
Yeah, I feel like now we all feel like we should just settle down. Like, oh, I met this person, I'm so in love. You're just like, forever, we're going to get married, we're going to have kids. And it's not like that. Like, you're going to meet so many people in life that, and I think I'd be feeling like that. Like, I forget that I'm going to have so many other experiences in life, and not just these people that I'm making friendships or relationships with now. Because it's a mess. You what? Say it on the mic. Say it on the mic. I heard you. Say it on the mic. Say it on the mic. She said that
to college.
Bria said if you her man, girl, my man going to. Ooh. You can put this in there because I ain't got no shame. I have no sense of embarrassment. So Bria said her man going to college and she miss him.
That's not my man for real, y'all, but like.
Anyway, that's our problem now. That's the issue.
Don't be like us, be better than us. Learn from our mistakes.
I got in this teen relationship and now I don't know how to act.
Okay.
But even when mentioning that, like, the biggest, like, there was the problem in our relationship was that it was just like overly dependent almost. I feel like right now with us being in high school, we're already so emotionally vulnerable. And you always see, like you said, you see the stuff on social media, like, oh, I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to be with this person all the time, 24/7. And then it got like super dependent. Like, I'm with you every hour of the day. Like, that's weird. Like, we don't have to be together every day. We have to, you want to give yourself time to kind of miss that person.
Right.
And it'll just allow you to enjoy your experiences in life more. Like, you don't always have to be under the person that you're with right now, or you shouldn't have to feel like, oh, I just need them, I can't live or breathe without them, because I was that girl for a minute, but I know some people who are still like that, and I'll be like, yeah,
I've been wanting to snatch you.
It's like,
I'm so glad
stand
you never
up,
said
like,
no like
stand
that around
up.
me. I would have snatched you up so quick and be like, get your life together.
Because it's just,
stop being dependent on a man. Like, I hate,
not just
like,
a man, all
not
relationships.
a man, but like all relationships. Like, I don't like when people are like, their mood or like how their day goes depends on other people. Like, oh, like, say they have a boyfriend, girlfriend. Oh, my boyfriend's mad, so I'm mad. My boyfriend doesn't talk to me, I'm mad. I can't see him. He hasn't talked to me all day, I'm mad. I've known someone like that. Like,
that's shady. That's real shady.
No, yeah, because it's just like, what are you talking about right now? Like, go get away from me, because I don't even want to hear all that. What are you talking about?
We have to be, the big thing, like I said, the biggest thing in teen relationship is communication, but you have to make sure that before you can handle relationships or friendships, that you are okay with yourself. Like, you have to have self-confidence. You have to be able to be comfortable being alone. You need to be able to be open-minded and just accept that that person is not going to be your everything. Like, everybody, we focus, like, the promise rings. Oh my God.
And have
everybody named Mama got a promise ring, a Pandora ring.
Girl,
and it's just like, you're not marrying that man. You're not marrying that man.
They were broken up. I don't want to hear it.
And I'm not against the rings because they're cute, but it's like, if you give me a promise ring, I want it to actually really mean something, like a real promise, not we're gonna be together for the next 4 years of high school, then we done after that. When I go to college, leave me alone.
Just because you can't get it, like, no,
just wait.
I'd
rather just hold some more meaning. And I think that's another thing. We feel like teen relationships think that you often can't be emotional because, like, there's so much like fake stuff and setups and scheming and cheating and stuff like that. It's like, people think, oh, I just have to be nonchalant. That's the word, nonchalant.
Ugh.
I hate nonchalant. Like,
people.
Why are you? Okay, cool, whatever. All right, what's the word? Like,
when I act like that, it's okay, a problem.
Like, I don't. That doesn't appease to me. Like, I hate not like a nonchalant person, or you feel like you can't like show too much emotion. Whether it's from like your past experiences or maybe it's with your family, but I feel like when it comes to me, it's the type of person I am. If you want to build a friendship or relationship with me, I'm sorry. If you want to build a friendship or relationship, you can't be nonchalant.
Right. Act like you don't care all the time.
Because what do you not care for? What do you be trying to be cool?
Because now get away from me. You're beefy. I don't even want to be around you.
Now you gotta go. Now I don't even want the energy. And I think that's also, it makes you not want to be around people.
Now I'm in the wrong for cutting you off. Girl, what?
Now I'm a bad person.
No, I'm the bad guy. No, cut it.
With my parents being in a relationship they are in, it makes me take things like super seriously. I can give you an example. So I was with my last boyfriend, and he was doing something that I didn't like. And I went to my stepmom to vent about it, and I was like, I just don't get it. I'm like, this is just so weird. Why would he want to surround himself with this or these people and do this and that? I was like, they're just not adding anything to the table. Because my biggest thing is, in a friend group or in relationships, something should always be brought to the table. Like, you shouldn't be around nobody who just don't bring nothing to the table. Everybody just doing the same stuff. So it was just like, I don't understand why he's just doing that. So I went to my stepmom. She's like, Janai, you can't take it that seriously. She was like, I know that you see our relationship, like me and your dad and stuff, and how I take things serious with us. She was like, but at the end of the day, we're married. She was like, I want you to enjoy your young relationships for as long as you can, and try not to make them too serious, because I feel like I make them too serious. But I've been working on it and trying to like really take her words in and not just always be like, okay, well, my parents are married and this is what they would have done, or this is what my stepmom would have done. I just have to be like, okay, at the end of the day, I'm 17. I'm just gonna live my life and not necessarily try to like mimic or mirror the relationship that my parents are in. Right. Even though, I kid you not, like, y'all, he was acting just like my daddy and I was acting just like my stepmom. It was so weird. But Brie, how do you feel like with the relationship your parents might have with their significant others, how does that affect you in your relationships? Or do you feel like you mimic some of the things that your parents might do and sometimes?
I don't know. I feel like for like my dad, he is in a relationship, and his relationship with like his girlfriend, like my almost stepmother, hopefully, fingers crossed. But like, yeah, like their relationship is good. Like when they're around us, they're like goofy and all that, like that stuff like that, and they're funny, and it's just like they're like acting like themselves around each other. It's just like, oh, like that's so cute. I want something like that.
I'm saying it makes you want
Right,
something to mimic that.
Like
yeah.
that. And it's just like, why boys don't act like my dad?
The dad part.
Why aren't these boys like my dad?
I said
like,
my biggest lesson was at the end of the day, ain't no boy gonna be like my daddy. Because
at
literally,
all.
as much as like me and my dad, he gets on my nerves. We be butting heads, always finna fight or argue. But at the end of the day, he said it. He was like, at the end of the day, when I was going through like a little breakup or whatever, I went straight to my dad. I came home and was crying to my dad. Like, even though me and him hadn't had the closest relationship, at the end of the day, that was my daddy. So I could go to him. But like, but like with my mom is single. So when I look at her relationships and the stuff that she's like experienced and like the stuff I've seen with her being in relationships, it kind of, it definitely shows when I choose who I'm with. Like in relationships with people, I mimic more of my dad or my stepmom. But when choosing my people, I mimic like my mom and the things that she shows. Because I feel like with her being single and the people that she's been with, it makes me have this like savior complex. So I always feel like I have to like, oh, I can help him, or I can try to set him on this path, or I can build my friends up. And oftentimes it kind of sets me back because I'm like, I'm so focused on helping these people, giving all these people, I'm not giving anything to myself.
And you can't like change everybody.
You can't
change
cannot.
everybody.
So I think I have to, me being like in the space that I'm in now, I'm trying to find that like perfect balance between like mimicking maybe what I see with my parents and also just finding, not trying to like piggyback off of what I've seen with my mom.
All right.
Just making sure I can't save nobody. I don't want to save nobody. I'm tired.
I don't want to.
I done saved everybody and I'm still tired. Like a big part of teen relationships is rejection. How do you feel like you handle that?
How I handle rejection? I feel like myself, I can handle it well on the outside and the inside. Like, what? But personally, I would never put myself in like a place, like a position to get like rejected or something, because I know myself. She's like, no, like I hate it. Like, I don't know why. She's like, no. But then again, I'd be thinking to myself, I'm just like, it's not the end of the world. Oh, well, like, move on. Life's going to go on anyway. But it's just like, no, I don't want that.
Nah, I don't play that. You're not going to reject me. Do you know what I bring to the table? You think you're going to reject me? What do you bring? Go tell me no. No.
Okay.
Going to reject me? What?
But you on your story talk about how you getting cheated on. Okay.
Now your repost say you sad, but you rejected me. Well, you don't know what real love is. Bye-bye.
Blocking your blessings.
No, hello. And that comes from y'all parents. Y'all be having mommy and daddy issues that need to be unpacked before you're getting a relationship. Invest in therapy. 10 out of 10 recommend it because I feel like this generation needs a lot of it.
Oh, amen.
Girl, you do too.
We all do.
Yeah, therapy is needed.
We all do.
I ain't gonna say nothing, but she's sitting next to me. Anyway. No, but like on a serious note, I think when I was handling rejection or like things like that put me in a position like, oh my God, that just didn't go right, I just cry. Because why would that just happen? Because I'm just a very emotional person. So like when things happen, especially no, and it don't even have to be rejection in a relationship. If my daddy told me no, 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna cry. Because why are you telling me no? Like, why is anybody telling me no? What is rejection?
Because no.
I don't want to hear that. Things need to go my way or the highway. Okay.
Literally.
I'm sorry.
Are you crazy?
But then but then it's like when I reject people or I put people in a position where I tell them no or things like that, I be feeling bad. So then I be trying to make you feel better, and now I'm manipulated. Now I'm gaslit. That's a big part of teen relationships too, guys. Manipulation.
Like, being gaslighted, thinking you're in the wrong because you won't give somebody what they want.
Why am I telling you sorry and you did something wrong?
You're in the wrong.
You're the problem. I don't need to tell you sorry, but I sure am because I don't got time for problems.
Okay, if that helps you sleep at night.
Let's just get past it. My bad, bro. But then you shouldn't do that because then it builds up. Like, I can only tell you I'm sorry so much before I be like, all right, bro, like, what are we doing here? I just told you I'm sorry and you didn't did something wrong.
They try to make it.
You was hugging on your girl best friend. Now I'm saying sorry? No.
And they try to make you the problem.
Now I'm crazy and delusional and I need to get checked out.
Okay.
Now your therapist telling you that you need to cut me off. What? Wait, sorry. Sorry.
So real. That is so real. Stop it. No.
I can't. I'm serious. Like, rejection is like a big thing, and I just feel like I can't handle it.
And you know they gonna switch the story, make it seem like you was crazy.
No,
I told you. Tell them what you did.
And it's easy with everything that goes on and stuff like that, or with your parents. Like, I can easily go tell my parents one side of the story and they'll believe me. Like, people are not, our age and relationships are not able to tell both sides of like the stories and things that happen in relationships. It's immediately, she was a bad person, he was a bad person, they were terrible, they did this and that. But y'all don't discuss like the good times or what you did too.
They won't tell them, say what they did wrong or what they did bad. It's just like,
because it's a mess.
They'll try to make me seem delusional. Well, no, crazy. Well,
we're both.
Okay.
Sorry, I fit that description.
But like,
it comes
on now.
Comes in the description when you purchase it.
It's a point. It gets to a point.
And it does get to a point. Being in a relationship with someone your parents don't approve of. Have you ever experienced that, Bria?
No, not really. I don't tell them nothing. Like, I probably will never.
You don't introduce people to your parents?
Yeah, no.
Really?
I probably want to, like, I know it's like serious. Like, it's serious. Like, we're not going to go argue and break up the next week.
My thing is with my parents, I feel like in order for us to talk, I gotta introduce you. Like, I can't talk to you on the low. I think it's because my daddy. Like, I just feel like I gotta talk to you. I gotta introduce you to my parents because then it's like, are we really gonna talk or not? Like, I don't know. But I was saying, being in a relationship with someone your parents do not approve of. That is, I feel like it happens a lot in our teen relationship because I know a couple of friends who have been with people who their parents don't like necessarily approve of. I have, and it was just like it was the roughest.
How'd you deal with that?
I didn't. Quite frankly,
I stopped talking to them.
No, and that was the problem. That was the problem though, and that's why like when I said like I hadn't always had like that relationship with my dad because I was in a relationship with someone he didn't approve of, and it didn't set me up for success. Like really, that blew my whole idea of teen relationships because I was just like, oh, this is just so cute. I feel so good at school, and then I go home, my dad's like, why are you still talking to him? Right. So it's definitely a big part of relationships to make sure you're with someone that your parents approve of, because if not, you'll never see that person, and it'll never work out.
It'll never work out.
But you should listen to your parents though. If you do introduce somebody to your parents, and they say don't talk to them or they don't give the right feeling, believe them because they probably right. Bree, do you feel like
if they say they don't give the right feeling?
Yeah,
if they just don't like them, just to not like them,
something near. Yeah. I would say, do you feel like maybe in college you'll introduce anybody to your parents if you were to open up to relationships in college?
Yeah, maybe. That's a possibility.
Is it something you're scared of, like when introducing people to your parents?
No, not necessarily scared of. It's just like I don't want you to like get introduced to like my family. Like bring around my family, and then
you break up.
We break up, and like we argue like the next week. Like what? Now they still around you saying still around
asking
me
about you,
asking about you. Like girl, no.
Shaking my head, bro.
Why you still talk to my auntie on the low? Like we're not together. Like no.
Talk to my auntie is crazy.
It's just like no. I just know.
What was that? I can't even think of it. Oh,
I'm getting back to my man in college.
Okay, she's delusional. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Do you think that it would be different to introduce somebody to your mom and versus your dad?
Yeah,
why?
Definitely. Because, okay, y'all, honestly, my mama, what she tell me? She keeps saying I can't have date nobody till like I'm 18. No, she didn't even say 18. She talk about 30s, 20s, like never. Like, girl, what?
Miserable. You can never date nobody.
My dad, on the hand, like I did actually like genuinely ask him, like, what did I asked him? I forgot the exact question, but it's like something about dating. He was like, yeah, just as long as it's not too serious, because I am in high school and stuff like that, which is, yeah, understandable.
It's a big difference. Mentioning
Yeah,
somebody, my mama to my daddy.
A big difference.
My daddy, I'm like, what he trying to do? Why he like you? What y'all gonna do? Like you? What can you do in the team? Like, that's my daddy. Like, my mama, she just be cool though. She's just like, okay, cool, hi. She don't really read too much into it. I think it's because I live with like my dad and stuff. They read a lot into it. They like, what y'all doing? Where y'all trying to go? Okay. Why? Where? Who they mom? What time? You need to let me know when you leave on the dot. Like, my daddy, he be needing to know everything. And it is because like anybody can meet my mama. Not saying it like that, but like if you meet my mom, she can be cool. If you meet my daddy, he might scare you a bit. Like, I'm a big bald black father. He gonna scare you. Like, you gonna see him like, oh, I don't know if I really want to mess with her anymore. I don't know. He might get me up out of here. He might. So I think that I kind of pushed my daddy off last because I really want you to meet my daddy. You might not want to talk to me anymore. You might think he gonna get you.
Breakdance.
Get a load of this guy.
Okay. So
I think I'm starting to see the root of your relationship problems. You play too much.
I am. I mean, I do. I'm like
that's the second problem. Her grammar issues.
Okay, honestly,
so I'm gonna leave you alone. I'm gonna get off.
Very unserious person sometimes.
You can't
just enjoy life, live, laugh, love.
No, see, that's the problem. I can't deal with all the unseriousness. You need to be very serious.
What you mean?
In a relationship or friendship,
yeah,
girl,
like
no.
In a relationship, friendship, yeah, be serious, but not too serious. Like, have fun, be goofy, be yourself.
You be goofy,
like me, for real.
Goofy or crazy. Okay. Anyway, but I was gonna say like being about being too serious. There's another thing about that comes with being too serious in the relationships. Hunching. Don't be hunching.
Yes, amen. I think everyone stays celibate until you are 35.
Because there is a wave of teen pregnancy that I don't want to ride. So everybody stay off it.
If I was doing that and like I'm not, but like I'm saying, like if my parents would like to let me do anything and that happened, I got pregnant, I would throw myself up a bridge. But like, no, it's so done. Like, no, cut it.
But I feel like my parents, they didn't have me too young, but like they were still technically teens, I guess. And I think them having a kid kind of helped them, like they say, like kind of helped them grow up. Right. I feel like now y'all just having kids, just have kids.
Just to have kids.
Like, why do you have a kid and then you on your story talking about, oh, I miss that man? Girl, you think you should be focused on a man and your kid's 6 months? And you 16?
16 at that.
You didn't worry about no man but the Lord.
And all of them broken up with their baby daddies, got baby daddy
and that's another thing, getting in relationships and like you
and
guys,
all your business on Instagram
and you have a kid.
I know the whole story. Like, dang, they just
I do know a lot. I actually do know a lot about
just
that.
by Instagram, like your stories and your don't put your business out there, please don't.
But I'm like what I was saying, like I know so many teen parents and it's not a problem. Like, I am not against supporting them once you're already in that position, but I do not recommend. Don't get pregnant. Don't get pregnant because it's like you miss out. You're gonna miss out on so much because now you have to raise somebody and you're not even an adult yourself. Like, you might not even have yourself together.
Raise yourself.
You can't. You're probably not 18. You can't do much. Like, you might not even have a car and now you have a kid.
Right.
How are you getting to those appointments? Who getting diapers? Who getting all this other stuff? Job. So it's like you're not setting yourself up for success with teen pregnancy.
And then you got a kid so early, and then now, like, your college life is probably going to be messed up. Like, you probably can't go to college, or you probably can't go to college. Probably have to be online or something like that. And then your 20s, like people talk about, like live your life like young, like in your 20s. Now you can't. Now you got to be a parent. But I think teen pregnancy it's too normalized now because you can go to college. Colleges offer literal daycares. And I feel like, yay for the support, but to an extent,
why are we supporting this?
Right.
You're offering daycares now. Okay, now I can go to college and have a kid. No, like you should strictly, not say never have kids, but you should want to focus on yourself first before bringing a child into the world. Like, why does, like, I think IU maybe has a daycare for during the day, and I feel like that shouldn't be, not that it shouldn't be a thing, but it shouldn't be as normal as it seems.
Let's not normalize it
at all, because we are not normalizing protection, so we need to normalize the right things. You shouldn't be normalizing, oh, I'll watch your kid while you're in class that you had at 15 minutes.
Girl, please, I wish one of my friends would have a kid and ask me to watch it, because nope.
Do you think
nope.
if your friend was pregnant, do you think that would affect your relationship?
Nope. Oh.
Nope. Yeah.
Do I feel like it would affect it? No, not really. I don't think so.
Like, would you still be like as close or supportive?
I feel like I would be supportive of them, but I'd be like, you gotta now you gotta take care of your responsibilities.
Yeah, I feel like I would have to place some type of distance, and not because I don't support you or I'm not happy for you, but because we can't do the same things now. Like, you can't go do what I do now that you may be pregnant or that you have a kid.
Now you can't go out. Now we can go to games.
Yeah, now it's like I don't want to lose my young years because of a decision that you made.
Right.
But not that I won't support you, because let's go to the baby shower. Woo, all fun, party. But there has to be like some sort of distance, because and then people who do have kids at our age, you're learning your own lessons. I'm not going to be there to help you. I don't even know what you're going through. I can't experience that with you.
Like, I don't know nothing about that. Nothing about
that.
But it's just like, yeah, I can go out. I can go hang out. I'm about to go
I ain't got to worry about feeding this baby or where this kid going to go.
I don't got to figure out who going to watch the baby, because it ain't going to be me.
Yeah, I'm not a babysitting friend. I'm sorry.
At all.
So, with that being said, y'all, I just recommend not necessarily staying out of teen relationships, but just making sure that you're really ready. Make sure that you're ready to communicate, and make sure that you're stable before getting into like a relationship or before starting certain friendships with other people.
I say have self-respect, know how to communicate, know when to trust, know if you can trust somebody.
And don't take it too seriously. Have fun. At the end of the day, we're 17. We're like 3.
Dance, all that.
Yeah.
Boom.
Have fun. Be goofy. Be silly. You ain't got to be so serious.
Cut that out.
And that's Tough Teen Talk, guys. I'm Janiyah.
And I'm Bree.
Peace out.
Bye. Cut.
Bye. We need that.